no go, and I feel like I'm holding back. Absolutely hilarious. Welcome my friend Rosebud Baker, everybody.
Oh, I was swimming up there.
Keep it going for him, you guys. Keep it going for Aaron Berg. Oh, God. I watched the DNC. Did you guys all watch the DNC? Yeah? I was underwhelmed, I'll be honest. I wasn't, like, thrilled or inspired. I know people were, but I don't believe that he did as well as he looked like he did. You know? I was like, I don't know if they were propping him up, giving him cortisone shots in his asshole in the middle. I couldn't quite tell. I just don't. I'm voting for Biden, but I'm not psyched about it. I don't like, none of us are, right? I mean, even his campaign slogan, it's like, build back better. I'm like, is that inspired by like a poem you wrote with magnets on your fridge? What the fuck is that? Anyway, he seems like retarded to me. Sorry. I know you're not supposed to say that word anymore. My sister told me, she's like, don't say the word retarded anymore. And I was like, okay, well, what do I say instead? She goes, you have to say mentally handicapped, intellectually disabled, or special needs. And I was like, fair enough. How are retarded people going to keep up with all these terms? I'm thinking of them. It's tough. This country's in a weird spot. I feel like the more extreme people are getting in their politics, the more hypocritical they're becoming. You know, like if you look at David Duke, that's the Grand Wizard of the KKK. I feel like for somebody who hates homosexuals, Grand Wizard is the gayest job title I've ever fucking heard. Right? He's on TV like, I don't like the homosexuals. It's like, well, you're wearing a cape, Liberace. All right? Fucking rethink the outfit. God, that's so. I don't want to be at that meeting, but I think it'd be pretty funny to see, you know, they're like, what do we call you, David? He's like, the Grand Wizard. He fucking throws his cape behind his shoulder. They're like, that's a little faggy, but okay. I got engaged. That's a thing. Yeah. I got engaged on the third day of quarantine. I said yes, because, you know, I thought we had 3 months to live. Yeah, I'm going to do the bachelorette party in Wuhan. It'll be easier to say till death do us part. I don't know. He's cool. He's the first white guy I dated in 6 years, which is, you know, I went back. Yeah, feel guilty about it. It's not a good time to go back to white guys. It's really not. Every time he makes me come, it feels like I yelled all lives matter. Fuck. But he's nice. He's a sweet guy. I got him a pair of Jordans. He put those on. I was like, this looks like when somebody tries to soup up a Honda Civic. You know what I mean? It's tough. They say once you go black, you'll never go back. It's not true. It's that once you go black, you might go back, but white guys will seem gay. Yeah, it's tough to go from yelling Jamal to yelling Andy in bed. Doesn't have the same ring to it. You know, he's a sweet guy though. I missed how much you can make fun of white guys. You really can, and that is my love language. Just verbally pegging the man I'm with. And I make fun of him all the time. Like, he has a tremor in his hand. It shakes. He's a hereditary tremor. And, you know, he can't help it. He's very weak. And so I'll just record him trying to eat soup, which is hilarious to me. He looks like Bernie Sanders in an earthquake. It's the saddest thing. He's just desperately trying to get that fucking soup spoon in his mouth. And I'll record him doing that, and then I'll send it to him in the middle of the day for no fucking reason. With like a sweet note that's like, I'm never gonna breed with you, you know, something. And he takes it so well, he's like, I'm gonna spank you for that. I'm like, you'd miss. Let's be honest. It's cool. I'm glad to be getting married because I never want to meet a new person ever again in my life. I'm in my 30s. I've been out there. I've seen men hunting for pussy in the wild. It's horrible to watch, okay? They're trying their best, but it's not graceful, okay? They look like seals on land. They're just like flumbering towards you, just like, where are you from? It's gross, you know? I can't. They're always wet. I'm like, where's the moisture coming from? Richard, let's get it together. You know, and everything changes in your 30s. Like your fantasies change. In my 20s, I'd do anything. You know, my 20s, I was super sexy. I'd dress up like a schoolgirl, say something hot, like, you know, I got a tight pussy and a loose tooth. Something really, really sexy. And now it's different. Now I'm like, why don't you dress up and we'll pretend you have good credit. You know, I can picture a future with a yacht in it for a second. I don't know. We are both comics, which is nice because we're building a life on a foundation of laughter. Yeah, which that's something you can't buy a house with. So we have 2 dogs. One of our dogs is a tiny little slut. Yeah. She's a slut. She won't get spayed. She doesn't believe in birth control. If you ask her what breed she is, she'll say she's a North American dickhound. And then she'll show you all her nipples. Her name's Mouse, and she's going to get pregnant. No, she's not. She actually just got her period. I didn't know that they get their period that fast. Like, my dog got her period. I was like, I didn't know this was like a real fucking thing. I felt proud of her in a weird way. I was like, good for you. It's miserable here. My other dog is like a sweet little idiot with anxiety. His name's Charlie, and he has separation anxiety. And I had to take him to the vet. I was like, what do I do? He's licking the walls. And she goes, we got to get him canine Xanax. Which, you know, I'm a white woman, so I was like, sign me up. Let's fucking do it. No, it seems ridiculous to give your dog Xanax, but it works. Because I took one of those. I'm not worried about him anymore. Yeah, he seems chill to me now. No, I'm a drug addict. That's a fun fact about me. I've been sober for 13 years. Don't clap because I'll relapse. It's not, I don't recommend it, especially now. Every day is the same. I just gotta if I wake up in a shit mood, I'm like, well, this is my fucking day now. Just gotta hunker down, wait for this to pass, like a herpes outbreak. You know, it's crazy. Being sober, you know, I guess there was good sides to it. Like, I lost a lot of weight. I lost 20 pounds right off the bat, which was pretty good. You know, it's mostly water weight, just sobbing a lot. But crying is good for you, right? It is. It's like taking an emotional shit. And if you didn't laugh at that, it's fine. You're just not comfortable with women shitting because it's powerful. Okay, and that's a you problem. But I do still think like an addict. Like addicts have like a different brain chemistry. I don't know if you guys know this, but I still think like one. You know, like when I heard there was an opioid crisis, I just thought we were running out of heroin. I was like, holy shit, we gotta make more of this stuff. These junkies are gonna fucking burn the city down. I still like I remember I was on the train with my friend, he's like normal, and we saw this junkie nodding out, right? My friend looks at him and goes, oh, that's so sad. And at the same time, I went, holy fuck, he feels so good right now. You guys are nothing on that. You guys were like, we don't relate at all. You guys see a junkie and you're like, oh, that's so much lost potential. I'm like, he's back in the womb. What's the problem? Guy's not worried about his fucking taxes. I think one thing that's good about the super rich leaving New York City is that it's making room for, you know, vibrant, energetic characters like the woman on my block that chews scrap metal like it's chewing gum. That's a new thing. How are you doing? Are you okay? I'm looking directly at you, yeah. Okay, good. I'm just making sure because you seem like you haven't been outside in 5 months. So you're doing okay. All right, you're having a good time?
Great time.
Great. Tell your face, okay? This is great. I'll say one last joke and then I'll get out of here. I watched the Michael Jackson documentary, and I know I'm late on this, but so was the documentary. And I was watching it with my sister, and she was like, we can't listen to his music anymore. And I was like, well, I can't guarantee that. And she goes, if you listen to his music now, you are putting money into the hands of a pedophile. And I was like, well, he's dead, so he doesn't have hands. And technically, those were the problem. All right, you guys have been fun. Thank you. I'm Rosebud Baker. Bye.